We've gotten our video done talking about how to get the VIP key, so now let's actually take a look at this crate and figure out how good are these items and should you really try to get them. So the VIP crate has its own location. To get there, you just have to do /warp VIP. If we go into the actual room, you can see almost every single Skindex item in this crate, which we'll take a look at in a minute. But what I want to talk about and really focus on is this NPC right here. So what it really does is just gives you the basic description about how to get VIP. It may get a little confusing, so I would suggest just watching my video on how to get VIP because it's going to be a lot more detailed. And right next to that, we have the crate. In this crate, there are 3 potions, 5 placeable items, and 7 different tools. We have all 3 potions in our inventory, so we'll get to test them out and figure out what exactly they do later in the video. But for now, let's start talking about these tools. So let's start by talking about the VIP Golden Throne. This thing honestly doesn't seem like much of a throne. It's not huge and massive, but even though it's small, it looks really cute. The black and gold, which is the main theme of this crate, looks extremely nice together, and they added a nice curl to the back of it, so it's almost completely flat and round. This is, I think, the nicest touch they have done to this item. Although there is a little glitching at the bottom, I don't think that's going to be noticed too much. This is the perfect size to have a black slab underneath so that you can just sit on top of it and actually look like you're sitting in a throne. Such an amazing touch. Next, we have the VIP display shelf. Although you can't actually display stuff on this, it does look extremely nice and would definitely be a nice touch to anyone's throne. I think the gold was really well used for a sort of highlight to not overtake this whole build. The black is really what they're theming for, and I think for that reason, this is going to be one of my favorite placeable items ever. They also managed to use a bunch of different shades of black and gray to give it just that slightest bit of more detail, which I think was an amazing touch. Now this next item is one of my favorites, and that is the Beta Bowl. Bring your fishy friend to life in game. We have an amazing fish bowl with a nice blue custom fish inside, a nice blue ground. This is definitely, I'm getting at least 4 of these before the crate is gone, just to put all around my base and literally any room that I sleep in or want to build in. Because me and him can be buddies, we're both blue, we're both amazing, and it's going to be a great pet for me. Our 4th placeable item is the VIP Golden Candrela. I butchered that name, but it's basically what you think. It's some candles on a golden stand. The golden stand is really well made. I would have liked it if it was more 3D, having legs going out in each direction, but even if it's just this one flat surface, I think it looks amazing. The animated fire is even better because if you look at that, it is like 5 different shots of fire, so great animation. Very well done. And our final VIP item is a jar of fireflies. So when I look at this, I don't really see fireflies. At first glance, I thought this was a bottle of bugs because it's not really like a yellowish glow to it. It's really just green dots moving all around the jar, but I feel like this can have a great use at a campsite or even just placed around in your kitchen and sort of use it as spices. Or what its main purpose is, probably just like some witch's creepy ingredient of doom. So before we test out the 3 potions in this crate, we're going to take a look at the 7 different tools and items that you can get that are actually going to be super helpful for any PvP grinding, stuff like that. And we're going to start off strong with the VIP Golden Sword, to be wielded only if you're worthy. You can definitely tell they put a lot of work into making this sword. The different gradients of yellow just going up through the blade and in the handle look perfect. This is definitely one of the better swords that they have ever made. Although it's simple, you can still see a lot of shading and detail went into it. The black obsidian outside blade with a little black jewel in the handle, I think this came out perfect and I wouldn't change anything about it. Another positive to the sword is the enchants. They are absolutely incredible, and this is exactly what I would expect from a VIP sword. The enchants are completely maxed, every single one, and this isn't even a vanilla level sword since it has sharpness 5 and also smite level 5. You can't actually have both of those on the same sword for those who don't know, so I think this is the perfect way to make this sword just the slightest bit better. So it turns out that there are 2 swords in this crate, and the next one has the exact same name for some reason, and almost is like an evolution of the sword we had before. This new VIP golden sword has wings of darkness with a nice red hint to it. When Loverfella teased this item, it looked super amazing, and they definitely did not let down on those expectations. I would expect that someone spent 2 to 3 hours just designing the wings alone. That's not even accounting for the sword. So if I was to rate the sword, it would definitely be like a 9 out of 10, 100 out of a 10. I don't know, but it does look amazing. And although it's just adding wings to the sword we had before, it still does make a serious difference and great improvement. So after our 2 swords, we have the VIP Golden Matok. This is a pickaxe, and for some reason the enchants aren't max. We only have Fortune 2 and Efficiency 5 and Breaking 3. Although they chose to go max with the sword, and even better than max, they actually didn't go max with the pickaxe. So a little sad. But nonetheless, the look of it really is insane. Similar to the sword, we have the nice blackish red handle and a really great color palette of gold for the pickaxe like top part. There's a lot of angles on this thing with points coming out, points going down, artificial points from just how they shaped all the pixels inside the blade. It really does look like a block of gold, and I think it came out great. So our next item is an axe, and this look is again another 3D looking blade. You can see that they tried to go with a 3D sort of obsidian blade to it, adding the angles. It looks really nice, although the gold handle is a little thick and has a little less detail. I think that was on purpose since it's almost like wood changed to gold, which if you know, wood doesn't have much of like a changing pattern. If we look at the enchants, it does have Efficiency 5 and Unbreaking 5, as well as Sharpness level 3. So efficiency and sharpness, if I remember correctly, can't go on the same item, so this does make it above vanilla. Plus we do have that Unbreaking 5, which I think makes this the best axe in the game. Now we're moving on to the fishing rod, because at first glance it's pretty plain, but if you look a little closer, you can notice they've added an amazing sort of wood, but it's actually gold texturing gradient going up the side, as well as adding a little curve and then a nice bobber at the end that also matches the color of the rod. The enchants though are a little depressing. There's only Luck of the Sea level 2, Lore level 1, and Unbreaking level 5. So they could have gone, I think, with Lore level 3, and then maybe Luck of the Sea level 2 would have been fine, but why Lore level 1? It's just such a useless level enchant, and I don't think it would have made much of a difference if they just made it Lore level 3, especially since this item is going to be staying here for probably the next 3-4 months. So now we're going to move on to this crate's shield. So this is a shield with a sword and axe crossed across it. They are just reusing the skins for the sword and axe that were in the crate, and I don't think that's bad. I think it makes it match really nice with the other items, because imagine just holding onto the shield in one hand and then the winged sword in another. It'd probably look really amazing. But the only thing I'd have to say is that the axe next to the sword looks really weird because the axe has so much detail and the sword has very little detail in the blade. So I don't know if that could have been avoided. Possibly it could have, but not entirely sure. But that's probably the only complaint I have about the shield, because it really does look amazing. And then finally, we have the helmet of this crate, the VIP Golden Visage. I definitely said that wrong again. But looking at this helmet, it looks amazing. We have almost like a phoenix made out of gold on the front, with its wings sticking out of the side and its almost tail and head like that. And then if you put it on, you actually get a bit of a particle effect. Nice gold, orange, and yellow, red even I see sticking out of it and sort of poofing around you. And that's only with the helmet. Definitely one of my favorite. Too bad the skin's not applying correctly, but that's fine. The enchants on this helmet are also really incredible. We have Blast Protection level 5, Fire Protection level 5, Projectile Protection level 5, but the trade-off is we only have Protection level 3. So you're protected from TNT, fire, and arrows, but not as much from a player hitting you with a sword. It also has Respiration 4, making it one of the better helmets to wear underwater, although we do have an enchant that literally lets you breathe underwater. Okay then. Now, personally, the moment I've been waiting for, let's test out these 3 potions. The first one is the VIP Osmosis Water. So description, pretty the same as normal drinking water, but for rich people. So it is a potion, as you can see, consumable. So let's try this thing out, and nothing happened. That's perfectly fine. At least we could have probably placed it down, because as a placeable item, it does look really nice. The water has a nice animation to it. So yeah, something to keep in mind. It doesn't do anything, so it's more of a placeable item. Next, we have the Luxury Sparkling Grape Juice Decanter. I have no idea what these names are, but it's a nice purple look to it, almost like a glow, how they use the colors. So this is going to be another great placeable item, but it is another consumable, so let's try it out. Oh, what the heck is happening? My head hurts. Regeneration 5 and nausea 2 for 5 minutes. I can't. You guys don't need to see this. Give me a second to find some milk. Okay, finally, we found a cow. Okay, I got the milk. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. And now we got a TP accept. Well, my nausea is gone thanks to this cow. We're gonna actually get an extra one because we do have this last potion left. So let's go check out what it does. Okay, and here we go. Let's test out this last potion, the Luxury Booster Vial. I don't even know. Jeez, we got speed, resistance, and protection. How fast do I go? Not that fast. What is it? Absorption 9, speed 4, and strength 4. Look at the amount of hearts we have down there. We have an amazing amount of hearts, and I'm betting if we go back to that cow, we can one-shot him. Even though he gave me milk, he must die. That potion is pretty nice, and I think it's the best potion on the server if you want to think about it, because strength, absorption, speed 3. But I'm still wondering, did we miss something with the osmosis water? You guys are gonna have to let me know down in the description if I did miss something. Wow, I'm so far back. You guys must think I look so weird. But now is that point in the video where we grab a VIP key and we go and open this thing up. 2 days in a row, we're asking chat for good luck on a keys, because yesterday we had the love me not, and now we have the VIP crate. But let's do this thing. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. This is actually the one that I don't mind getting, the one placeable item I will never mind getting. Now I have a little pet who's gonna match me in every color that I wear. But as you may have seen when I was grabbing my key to open that crate, I have 2 more in my inventory, and these are actually the 2 that I got from my VIP claim, and I'm going to be giving them away to you guys. All you have to do to enter this giveaway is leave a like, and of course you're going to have to leave your in-game name down in the description below. But the final criteria to enter this giveaway is you gotta tell me what is your favorite item in this crate, what looks the best, what has the best enchants, what do you want to get the most from this key if you want it. If you guys do have another video idea that I can do with VIP, it is more than welcome, but I think I covered everything. If I did miss something, leave it down in the comments below. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this quick, basic, calm video. I kind of did it a little differently, talking a little bit calmer, quieter, but that is okay. We got our new best friend, the one item I really wanted to get, so yeah. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Consider leaving a like, consider subscribing, make sure to enter in that giveaway. And like always, guys, have a great day.